everybody. This is Angie, and I am back with another reaction. This one is a new one to the channel, also a new one to me. I've heard of the artist. I have never heard any of their music. So I'm pretty excited. You know, it's always fun to do something new. This one was actually requested by Mr. Jeff Wellman 2883, and he has asked for Ginger-Pisces. So we're going to give this one a shot and see what we think. Let's get started.
Suffering with smile, I drew a different reality with unconditional loyalty. Ego hardly can be because I'm
So she has a beautiful voice. And then to go into this, I didn't know a woman could do this, but she does it quite well. It's pretty amazing. Not my favorite kind of singing, but that doesn't mean I can't recognize the skill that it requires. She's nailing it. She's good. So let's listen to some more, because this is fun. You know, and before I move forward, it's really interesting blending that just soft, subtle, beautiful voice and then just punching in after it with, I don't know, something that sounds pretty scary. But anyways, yeah, moving on. You know what's interesting is I was trying to watch her a little closer to see her neck area and to see how hard she's pushing to get this out. You know, she doesn't really seem to be trying that hard. I've seen people try much harder. So it seems very natural and comes it seems, fairly easy to her, which is just, it's so shocking. I wonder how many people that were unfamiliar with her, if they just heard this and didn't see it, were convinced that that part was not her. Um, because you just, it's not what you expect. And to see it is just amazing because it's just this tiny little package that can have such a beautiful ethereal voice come out of her, and then all of a sudden she just lets something that sounds somewhat demonic out, and it's just crazy, but it sounds really cool. And I think that this is a song that I could listen to because it's not the harsh voice all the way through the entire song. It just comes in almost more like a chorus, and it's a little bit easier to deal with the intermittency of it, if that makes any sense. You get a little bit of the beautiful and a little bit of the harsh, kind of like, I don't know, chocolate and peanut butter. But anyways, let's go on and finish this up.
Neptune's child, shivering inside and drowns in the liquid gold. Cherish his life to the underworld.
Right there, who she kind of sounds like, and some of you may not know who this person is because she's from back a while, but another just fantastic singer is Pat Benatar. She kind of reminds me of her in this softer, pure voice. Yeah, and that's actually a huge compliment because Pat Benatar is just an amazing singer. Anyways, back to it.
Make me flashing when the winter cries.
Voices swimming through the river, hold your life against the stream.
Searching for the room to catch on and see the sun beam.
Don't suffocate in painful tortures, long-cutting devils of callous men, wandering on of phantom butchers. Emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away.
I tell you what, I have to say I like this because she made me smile, and she made me smile a lot. A lot of times there is music out there that is not our favorite style, whatever. And I'm not necessarily talking about this song, but it does make me think about it because the harsher portions of it come from a genre that I really don't much care for. But in this, it works. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think we need to be very careful just throwing things out there like I hate this, or this is terrible, or this is often awful. Sorry, can't talk. Everything is different. And just because you don't necessarily care for that particular skill set that artist has does not mean that they don't have skill or talent. I mean, she's a great example. I have listened to music like that, and I understand that it's not easy to do those things with your voice. Now, I've heard people that, do the harsher style music that they just sound like they're straight up screaming. It's all it sounds like. But most of them that do it, there is an actual tonality to it. It does take some skill. If for no other reason, then, you have to know how to do it without harming your vocals. So I will never discount somebody's ability unless they just truly just don't got it, Yeah, I always try to give credit no matter what. Now, in this particular instance, that is very easy. This girl is gifted with her vocals. She could twist her voice to do almost anything she wanted, and that is a pretty amazing gift to have. I'm curious. Like I said, I don't know anything about this group. I've heard of them, but I don't know anything about them. Are they from the US? I wouldn't be surprised if they're not, but I don't know, and I'm curious about that. So if there's any fans out there that would be willing to, drop something down in the comments and let me know, I wouldn't mind finding out more about, her. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I really did enjoy this a lot. And thank you so much, Jeff, for the suggestion. I enjoyed it. And, go ahead and throw some more down there if you got any more, because I really had a lot of fun on this one. You have to give credit when somebody can make you smile. I don't know how anybody could ever say it wasn't good. You know what I mean? Anyways, if you are still with me at this point, it'd be great if you'd hit that like button. And I'd really appreciate comments, suggestions, just straight up comments, whatever, it doesn't matter. I've been really enjoying the engagement so far. A lot of great people out there, and I haven't encountered hardly any negativity, which is just awesome because that's really tough to do on the internet. Also, it wouldn't hurt my feelings at all if you went ahead and subscribed. So I'm going to let you go, and I will see you again. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're viewing this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.